What's up, everybody? Big weekend coming up, East versus West. I'm just going to do a quick review of my thoughts about the event leading up to it. Terzi, incredible job promoting this. This is probably one of the biggest international fight cards that I've ever seen. Probably maybe the strongest North American U.S. team that has ever gone kind of overseas in this East versus West format for sure. But probably one of the best teams that's ever together left to go to an event from the U.S. And it's so deep. Like, you really have an all-star lineup. And there's so, like, everybody is awesome. And the same thing goes to the East as well. Links are down below if you guys on Saturday want to sit back and watch some really high-level arm wrestling. That's what I would suggest you do. I would love to do the same thing, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but I'm gonna be in Quebec City competing, so I'll have to catch it after the event is done, unfortunately. So instead of going through all the matches, because there's a ton of them, I'll probably hit my top 5. And just to tell you how awesome the top 5 are, I'll just give a couple honorable mentions before I even start. You got my good buddy Matt Mask, who's going over. He's pulling Prudnik. So cool. I think it's a great shot for Matt. Probably the last time we see him pull with his cool hair. I think he's going to get his hair all done up, which I'm probably even more excited about than well, no, it's going to be him arm wrestling Prudnik is going to be crazy. But that doesn't even make my top 5, I don't think. Same thing with Marcio Barbosa. A lot of people are discounting him on the staking site. I'm shocked that people aren't betting on him versus Tobias. There's tons of great matches. There's match after match after match. But I'm just going to break into my top 5 that I'm probably the most excited about and see if I can remember them. I'd say number 5 for me is John Brzenk versus Zaur. Everybody knows John Brzenk, greatest of all time. I think he's still 57. He might have just turned 58. I don't know. It's got to be around his birthday soon here. But going against Zaur. And if you guys have been following, Ron Bath and Zaur had probably one of the best arm wrestling matches in arm wrestling history a few months ago. Now, the rumor is that Zaur actually had some COVID or something, and he wasn't his best. So, add 10 or 15% potentially to what he had with Ron. And I also heard that John is a bit tweaked up from his match with Pavlo the other week. So I still think, in my mind, John's going to win. I think his hand is going to be way too much. He's going to have control. Hopefully his shoulder holds up. I have John Brzenk as the favorite in that match. Okay. Next one that I'm super excited about. Let's go with Derek Smith versus Artem Morozov. How cool is this match? Derek Smith is rising up the ranks really nice right now. He has really made strong statements in his last few appearances. The way he handled Tim Bresnan, super impressive. Artem Morozov, this guy is a tank. I think that this should be a very interesting match. Artem is incredibly powerful and has. I think even though he's a lot younger, he has had a lot of high level experience, potentially more than Derek. Derek's bigger. This match is really even for me. I really do not know who's going to win it. Um, yeah, very, very interested in this one. Okay, let's go with match number 3. Um, and there are so many. Um, okay, match number 3, I'll say Todd Hutchings versus Iraqi. This match for me is super hyped. What an incredible match. Iraqi versus Toddzilla. This, I don't know, maybe it should be higher. This match, the next 3 matches for me these are gold matches. Like, you can base an entire event around just these single matches. Iraqi versus Todd Hutchings. I think that we're looking at the very top of their categories. You got to have Sasha in there somewhere, but Toddzilla has been just wrecking. He's been wrecking people. Guy is hot. He does not lose much. Yes, he lost to Zoloev. Iraqi, I mean, he's Levon's training partner. The guy curls like a house. Style is awesome. And that's the thing that's got me most worried for Todd is Iraqi style. He's very much an outside arm wrestler, got that smoking top roll. I I really hope that in this match, Todd gets to the strap and establishes some kind of a position before they say go. Just a little bit of wrist. I don't like the idea of Todd being all flopped open, match after match against Iraqi. This guy is so strong right now. I again have this match incredibly close, and I don't know, and I flip flop on it. I really have no idea. I'm gonna go with Todd Hutchings by like the thinnest of margins. The thinnest of margins. But I also believe that this is a more dangerous opponent for him than Zoloev was. So I'm deeply torn on this match. Okay, so that's where we at now. So only 2 matches left for the top 5 matches of East versus West. So next match of extreme interest for me, Dave Chaffee versus Gennady incredible match. What can you say? You got the strongest guy in North America versus one of the strongest and most crafty guys out there. This match, both these athletes are so good. Top of the world, right up there. Gennady to me is a very special athlete. You watch this guy arm wrestling. His spirit is so big, and if you give this guy an inch anywhere, I feel like it just gets worse and worse and worse for you very, very quickly. Dave Chaffee looks better than he's ever looked. His last outing was so strong. Pictures and little images you get from his training, he just looks incredible. He looks so strong right now. His arm looks thicker and more developed than I've seen it in a long time. Both these guys are very focused. I think that Dave will be stronger, and but I don't see Gennady giving up anything anywhere, and I see the potential for a swing in the later rounds. Potentially, these guys have a history. Dave beat him at Nemirov, like I think four years ago or something like that. So it's not the first time they've met, and You know, it was a snapshot, and here's another snapshot now. Uh, really excited about the match. I give a slight edge now because I'm flip flopping on a lot of these matches are so close. I'm going back and forth. Today, right now, I give a slight edge to Dave Chaffee. These matches are 3 out of 5. They're all WAF rules. I will say they're loose WAF rules. So not WAF rules like you'll see at PAL or at the WAF championships, but WAF rules enforced to maximize the potential of good matches. Um, so I have Dave Chaffee by a hair. We'll see. Um, so I think overall, I am picking the West this time to do well. I think it's a very strong team that they've got sent over. Last match of for the top 5 matches is Monster Michael Todd versus Rivas. Rivas is a guy who potentially is not as well known as he should be. But if you follow arm wrestling really close, sometimes even a loss can tell a lot about a person. And for all Rivas' successes, the thing that stands out the most for me with Rivas is what he did with Levon. He still lost the match, but he had a very, very good match with Levon a few years back. Rivas looks very large, very focused, and his hand looks incredible. Which matchup-wise is very dangerous for Michael, especially if Rivas has done his homework and he's trained with Gennady. All these guys are very well aware of Michael, of the King's move. Michael looks good. Michael looks strong. Michael hasn't done his very best his last few outings, so he's got to be really motivated to take this one home. It's a close match. It's very close. I see Rivas having control for a bit. I do not believe that Rivas is as versatile and as polished as Gennady. So, but he may even be stronger in the hand than Gennady. So I do think that he will initially control Michael. And Michael will have to be very smart and very crafty to pull off this win. But I believe he will. I believe he will, and I believe it will be very close. And I believe that it will be either 3-0 for Rivas or 2-3 for Michael. I don't think that Michael's going to win the first 1 or 2. Anyways, I'm so excited about the card. I'm really disappointed that I'm going to miss it live, unless we're able to figure something out at the event. But otherwise, I'll just watch it all afterwards on Sunday or something. Links below. Big weekend for arm wrestling. Have a great day, everybody. Stay massive.